Today is Sunday, August 15th.
Hi, welcome back to the garden. I started before you got here. You know what we do on Sunday? We get after something we neglected. Now I've been pruning around here a little bit here and there, but at least once a year I go through and do a heavy prune towards about this time of year. Now when we went and took all those tomatoes off so they wouldn't split, I realized it was time for me to do a heavy prune. So this is going to look really dramatic. After all, any of these damaged leaves are not photosynthesizing anything. So there's no point in leaving them on there, make the plant work harder. So we're going to open it up, we're going to get some airflow in here, we're going to see what we can do for the rest of the summer into the fall.
Things for sure, it's nothing that a homegrown tomato can cure. You put them in a salad or put them in stew, or you can make your own tomato juice. You can eat them with.
And at this point you can be very creative with your trellising. If there's something you just don't want to get rid of, figure out how you can tie it up. I've done that in a couple spots, even though I know it's good for the plants. It's still kind of tough for me to come in and take all this growth off here. But leaves like that are not photosynthesizing, and they're just going to run right up the plant. And you might sacrifice one or two small tomatoes doing it, but that'll be all right. Better than losing the entire plant. You're going to be amazed at how many suckers you find doing this. Even up a ways, you're going to find some that probably ought to come off of there.
If I could change this life I lead, I'd be Johnny Tomato Seed. 'Cause I know what this country needs. It's homegrown tomatoes in every yard you see.
Everybody's working in the garden today. See if I can't get stung. Get a couple fall off. We'll collect those up in a little bit. We're going to do some extreme pruning on some of these tomatoes. As the season goes along and they start growing faster and faster, you're going to have to make some decisions. If you missed a sucker and it's put on some fruit, you may want to keep that sucker, or you may want to sacrifice that fruit. You may need to get creative with your trellising. If you've got a sucker that's hanging out and is loaded, you want to keep it, just hang another string. If you start from the top, you've got to wind that string gently. Get 3/4 or more down, hook up underneath the leaf, and then go back up to the top and tie it off. It should be just fine. Remember, none of these damaged leaves on the bottom are helping the plant out. It's actually taking resources that could be going into making new tomatoes, or better foliage, or new flowers. Once you've got the tomatoes off the bottom of the vine, that's it for the bottom of the vine. The tomato will continue to put fruit on at the leading edge. So you want to keep it cleaned up, want to keep it pruned up. Just takes a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and you can do this. That cleans that up nicely. Well, it looks pretty dramatic. I'm going to tell you, they're going to be healthy the rest of the summer. Here's where you have to make the decision. Down here we have the heirloom tomato, which I'm not sure exactly how to prune it. I don't want it to stop growing. And then I have a bunch that I was trying to experiment with, wrapping the entire bunch. The rest of these are single vine. You can see the fruit that's coming on all these. We've just opened it up, allowed them to dry out, allowed air circulation. Oh, we got to pick a couple cucumbers. I think that's a cucumber. I'm gonna make pickles today, I guess. Okay. Everything else is big enough it can stay in the garden. One thing about the deep mulch, it rained 2 more times yesterday, and I'm out here walking, and I'm not knee deep in mud. How'd I miss that one? Another cucumber. I do want to thank you for stopping by the garden, help me with some extreme pruning, and until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.